All right, let me know if the music is too loud or quiet. All right, ladies and gentlethorpes, we are in here on the Macky Snacky Estatty for yet again another nurse game. We're gonna start the game off by attempting to find a survivor. Oh shit, Keisha! Hi Keisha, it's nice to see you! How have you been? I hope you're doing okay. Keisha!
Well, look at that, how nice.
How nice. Oh, Keisha, thanks for buying me a drink at the club 2 months in a row. Hashtag blessed on this fucking day. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, we got a really good hit. Thankfully, Jeff is a bit of a chunky lad, and so we saw him behind that tree. We're gonna get this Jeff. Okay, so he's running the shack loop on us. There's very little counterplay to the shack loop because it's a building, and buildings are really, really, really good. Like, think about it. Like, you wouldn't like eat on the floor outside. You're obviously gonna go into a building. It was a really good mind game, and it's inconsequential. I don't think we can actually run the shack. All right, so she's running the infinites on us, unfortunately, and there's not a lot we can do about it. It's okay. We're doing our best here. She's running a really strong window on us, and she even threw down the table. And since she threw the table on the floor, it's gonna be a really strong loop, so we're gonna have to be really careful. There we go. Okay, she got really greedy. She didn't want to throw this table down because she wanted to have a nice place to have her coffee. And so she was really reluctant. She's like, shit, another fucking table. I literally just got this from IKEA. And she was not willing to throw it down because she knew her supervisor would be upset. But she was like, no, wait, I really should do it. But it was too late. She didn't have conviction in her decisions, and that came back to bite her in the butt. Because let me tell you, if there's one thing employers don't want in their employees, it's uncertainty. Because if you're uncertain in your cafe job, people could die. It's a big deal. She got it from IKEA. It's expensive. It's not cheap. Like, I know IKEA is meant to be affordable, but it doesn't mean that it's free. You know what I mean? Okay, so we found the Quentin. You can tell that he also works at the restaurant because he's wearing a button up right now, and that is, I think, part of the uniform. They used to be a little bit more casual, where you kind of just like wear whatever you want to work. But the boss was getting complaints from some lady named Karen. And so, yeah, they made them start wearing button-ups. But you can see that Quentin's really trying to maintain some of his autonomy by rolling up the sleeves a little bit. I really like that about Quentin. He doesn't follow the rules to a T. You know, he kind of makes it his own, and I think that's really nice. Just really inspirational and stuff. Yeah, baby nurse is like pretty cool. She's kind of strong as fuck, and it's not fair for the survivors most of the time, but we do our best to at least like give them a chance. We could have 4K'd by now, but I'd rather use this as like a learning opportunity for the survivors, because they really just need to learn to get better, because now that Bloodlust is turned off, the killers are going to start trying a little bit more. And if they can't handle the killers trying a bit more, it's going to be really hard for them to play the game. And guys, remember, for every single match, you need 1 killer and 4 survivors. And so if you don't end up having enough survivors playing Survivor, the game actually will just never load. And it's really scary. And so you really do have to keep that in mind. Like, we need to appease the survivors at least slightly. And so here, we're gonna show you that like Bloodlust is actually not a viable strategy anymore. And that is what we like to call a period T. That is a fun, whimsical restaurant slang for we just did the thing. So as the kids say, that is on period T, Nia. Period T, Nia. Period T. The T stands for tables, I think. I'm not really sure. I don't fully understand it. Yeah, something like that. Period T. I don't super understand it. I'm just kind of like, I'm just trying to like keep up with the kids these days. It's certainly a challenge, but we're learning. We're getting there. You know, it's hard to stay relevant in this political climate, and learning can oftentimes be very, very trying and time consuming, but you know what? It's worth it. because the kids will inherit the earth. You know, they're our future. And so if we don't stay relevant, well, who the fuck is going to change our diapers when we're really old? It's just something to keep in mind. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just remember. Just remember who's going to change your diapers in the future. It's so hard to stay relevant in this economy. This economy's been really trying. Okay, speaking of really trying, we're going to go ahead and get this Quentin. I want him to feel like we've noticed him, you know what I mean? Because he's clearly trying with his appearance. Like, you can see he's got like a really beautiful face. Hey, come here. Oh my god, Jeff had Unbreakable. Breakdown. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. That was scary. Silver Drice. I don't think.
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Beach. Dr. Mikey, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I really appreciate it. What do you call it? So Jeff did this thing where he's not doing very well financially. I don't want to talk about it, but Jeff is struggling financially right now. And so when we hooked him, he actually took the hook with him to pawn later. I could report it to his supervisor, but I'm not going to do that because I know that times are tough, especially with the pandemic. And so I don't want to get Jeff in trouble because he works really hard. And so we're just gonna let him go, like, take the hook, sell it. You know, I know he's not using it for anything bad. Like, he's a good person still. And, you know, I know he's just trying to feed his family, so it's okay. We're gonna let him take the hook. It's the least we can do, you know? It's hard times out there. Okay. So we are in really good footing. There's 2 survivors and 2 generators left. That means that everything is even. And when all things are even, that means everything's in balance. And when everything's in balance, we can move a little bit faster, which is really nice. It means that we don't have to worry about tripping. Because once we're in balance, it's really hard to trip. And tripping can slow us down quite a lot. And so we want to make sure that we don't trip. Okay, so we're in a good spot right now. Oh, we found the hatch. That's wonderful information to have. The hatch is actually a way, like a shortcut into the basement. And that can be really helpful because there's oftentimes like a lot of like silverware and like snacks and stuff that they keep in the basement. And so it's like they could potentially like, you know, like really hide out there for a long time. And just like eating snacks and kind of doing their thing. Okay, so we found Jeff. He did take our hook. We do know that. He might be weighed down by the weight of that hook though. So he could, actually, can you tell? Isn't that funny? So we know he took our hook and I think he has it in his pocket. But can you tell how slow he's moving? Like he's moving a lot slower than he normally would because I think he's weighed down with the things that he's taken. Again, we're not gonna call him out for it. We understand that times are tough. Things are difficult. This is a judgment-free zone, my friends. Judgment-free. But, you know, correlation does equal causation. Okay. Weighed down by the weight of his actions. I know, the drama can flama. Okay, so we've got Jeff on the hook. He's probably gonna steal that one too, which is not ideal, let me tell you. I'm really nervous. Well, I was nervous, but I'm feeling a lot better now. And that is on the period T, sis. you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Period.
And that is on period D, sis. Ruthless baby killer nurse, the red ring monster.